Gonna hit record on.
Hey
Woohoo!
everybody, welcome to the very first Books Talk with me, Connor Hill, and Cass Thomas.
Hello, 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 hello. I don't know why you say goodbye when I say hello.
Yeah. Uh,
Yes,
we did
got-
have a super special guest with us today, but he is sick. So if you're here for Sergey, we apologize.
yes, and let's send some energy contribution, contribution to Sergey, who's amazing. And
Yeah,
there's no coincidences that we're here with this book today, and
yeah.
we will be doing a short little books read um, every Wednesday just for about 15 minutes um, because these books are amazing. Amazing. And what is the change in life when you open a chapter and see what shows up for you?
Yeah, what chapter, what do you have right there?
Class participant, thank you. Gary Douglas. Really? I don't remember that. It's class participant, what happens if someone tries to hold you to something you said? What do you do with that? And Gary says, you say, really? I don't remember that. I must be getting to be more of a blonde or more of an airhead, or I must have more gray hairs than I realize. Wow. Never let somebody trap you. Please, please.
Oh, isn't that a good one? Never let somebody trap you.
No one gets to do that unless you give it to them. And in order to do that, you have to have the projection and expectation that they are somehow greater, brighter,
Wow.
and more dynamic than you are.
Wow.
Wow. All the projections and expectations you use to create others as greater than you, and everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, bud and puck, all 100, short boys, povads, creation species, and beyonds.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Thank you, Cass. That's
Wow.
huge. I was just thinking and asking about that just recently. Like, man, I'm getting trapped by people, and what the fuck? Like, what is my point of view about this? And and like, what do I gotta be and do to not get trapped or trap them or something? And that's huge. Just pock and pot all the projections, expectations I have that allow me to get trapped. And all the
Oh,
projections, expectations I have that someone is more powerful, more dynamic, and more potent and more than me. Oh,
let it go. Let
uh,
it go. Let it go. Destroy and uncreate it.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right and
Wow,
wrong, good
this
and
is cool. We did
fucking
it. We're only
beyond.
4 minutes in, and we're like, all right, we can be done.
Creation
See
species
ya.
and beyonds,
You're
exactly.
welcome. Bye.
Exactly. And who have we considered? And so it's so interesting with all the books, like I was saying, when you just open it in any particular day,
Yeah.
and you don't have to be looking while you're opening it. You open
Wow.
it, and when your heart expands, you look down and you say, huh, how many projections and expectations are you using to create the persona of who, what, where, when, why, and how you can be that you aren't, are you using? Everything. Wow, everything that is times the godzillion. Or like I say, alazillion, Buddhazillion, Shibazillion.
Buddhazillion. I like that. I'm gonna start using that one.
Oh, they destroy and uncreate it at
Right
all.
on good
And let
bad.
it
Can I use that one? Right around good bad pop go 100 George Buzz Paveds. creations, bases, and beyonds. I like Krishna Zillion too. Krishna's cool. Those
Christian is
depicted like
brilliant.
cutting people's heads off.
Thank you. Thank you. That's good. Christian is really write that in the chat. And these books, people have maybe different books and things like that, but these books, which are on acpublishing .com, they when you see a book that you have or haven't had by chance, that's something in that book that is knocking on your door. Are you willing to open the door and see beyond your wildest imagination?
Ah,
Truth yes, truth no.
yes, choice.
Right and wrong.
I used to sit there and wonder that, like when I was reading these books or at a class or something, I'd be like, oh my God, what's true for me? Which one is true for me? And then finally, somewhere along the way, I was willing to go, I don't give a shit what's true for me right now. I'm choosing this.
Exactly. It's true. Exactly. As we say, what you think, what you feel, what you, as opposed to what you perceive, what you know. Not think, but know. And sometimes what we know, we're not actually willing to perceive that or receive that or be that because we're thinking. And as Gary used to say, your mind can be a terrible thing. Waste it, expand it, and ask your body, ask the universe, ask the world, who am I today? And what grand and glorious adventures await me, you know?
Yeah. So, for all of you that don't know, this is our very first episode of Books Talk, something Cass and I are going to be doing every week for some time now. Hopefully it goes really well and we do it until, we're both 300 years old. Um, and so there's a lot more books. Like this isn't actually an Access Consciousness publishing book, but it's one, there we go, like this, that is recommended by Gary Douglas. Now, a lot of these aren't translated into every language. So that's Getting Out of Debt Joyfully, Living Beyond Distraction, The Place, Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids, The Gentleman's Club, Body Whispering, just to name a few. And we'd actually like to ask you, all of you watching now or in the future, what books would you like to hear about? What would you like to have us come on and talk about, like we did today with projections and expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections? Let us know, and we'll either choose the one that everybody wants, or we will be like, "Pfft, whatever, we're going to choose what we want to do."
Absolutely. And the next week, next time, we have someone who'll be actually opening the book and reading it in their language.
Yes.
And so we will have different ways you can hear in different languages. And even if you don't speak that language, has it ever shown up for you, Connor, where you've wanted to listen in a different language, not just hear it with the ears, like we say in Access, right? But to listen energetically.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, I recall my very first class I went to in Europe in Vienna, Wien, in like 2017, I think. It was the first time I went to a class really abroad. I had been to classes in like Canada, but I was like, that doesn't really count, um, coming from the United States. But to go to Europe, and then there were 22 languages. And I was like receiving bars next to the translators because there's 22 translation booths. My goodness. And from just one spot, I could hear at least 6 or 7 or 8 languages all at the same time. And I was like, oh my God, this is messing me up really good. That's what I like to call it. I know a lot of people get weirded out when I say mess me up or fuck me up. I'm like, but I'm getting fucked up. I'm like losing all my structures of reality. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do now. This is great. That's me though.
Absolutely. And when I'm doing a foundation and you have this little clip from Dr. Dane where we can lie down and listen to it. And I'm in Italy, whatever country I'm in, I put it in their language, but I listen to it in a different language, not in English. I listen to it in Chinese or in Japanese, languages that I don't really quote unquote speak, but it's so amazing to listen to the energy. So, what is your energy? What is your perception? What are you perceiving? What do you know? Who do you be? And what are you willing to receive? That's beyond your wildest imagination. That is so great. So, projections, expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections. Let's let it go and see what else is possible. And Connor, amazing. Amazing. We're just together in December, and love your energy, honey.
You too.
Not just love, adore.
Grazie. Grazie, grazie.
Shukran. Arigato.
Speaking of languages,
Tashiklar.
how many do you speak?
Well, you know that I had when it's been 20
Yeah,
years since
yeah.
I've been with Access, and I sort of required Carrie, Dane, Simone, Shannon to come to Italy, and I translated them right into Italian. But I mean, American. I don't speak English. I speak American, and
Me too.
and French was my second language. Spanish my third language. Italian is my uh,
Well,
language also, and I spoke a little Portuguese. But I love to say, xixi and shokran, and say a few words that come
ooh,
up
you
that are
like sheshe as in like Chinese? You know my favorite Chinese word? I probably
Yeah.
shouldn't
What is it?
here.
What's your
Feng
favorite?
Song, Feng Song Biao Zi. We don't have any Chinese people here, but if you're Chinese, you would laugh. That means relax, bitch. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Love it. So
So for
please.
all of you out there, it doesn't matter what language you have, we got a book for you. And if you're interested in learning more languages, as I can't hold a conversation, I can barely hold a conversation in American, let alone English or any other language, but I am working on it. I can count to 10 in like 6 different languages. I got that. So, um, I got
Yes.
languages. And like Cass said, we're gonna have someone on to read a passage, or I don't want to call it a passage, that sounds so religious, but it is yeah, get religious. A passage in their language from a book of their choice or whatever book any of you want to have us talk about.
Yes, yes. I have the two books and one in 20 languages on AC Publishing and one in nine,
Yes.
right? And do you know what the difference between fear and sex is?
Fear and sex?
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Um, One I avoid and the other one I run after.
Yes. I only say that to people who are speaking German and they say, "Oh, I can't figure that out. I can't." And then I say "Fünf," because fear
Why?
is eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben,
I
right?
love it.
So it's
That's
four
great.
is fear, and sex is six, how you say it in
Uh-huh.
German. So what is it that you know that you're pretending not to know or denying that you know, everyone? Yeah, and is now the time. Let's play. Let's play. Thank you
Like,
so much.
and if you thought this was cool, please, and you know anybody that you think would like to know about this stuff, or would like to know about this, please share. Please let people know about this. We would love to have too many people on. I want to be forced to like pay more for a Zoom license or something like that
Absolutely.
to accommodate
Absolutely.
the people.
And
All
thank
right.
you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks everybody for
Mwah.
coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Ciao.
Connor. Thank you, Kass.
Pleasure. Pleasure. That's how they
Yeah.
say it in South Africa. Pleasure.
Pleasure, treasure.
Pleasure.